Hi, Lucky. How are you today or tonight? Have you been? And also, welcome to the channel. And of course, if you're interested in a personal reading, well, not a personal reading, but a live reading, right here with us right now, $5. If you would so want, through PayPal or Cash App as well. Yes, you can. You are more than welcome to ask as many questions as you want. But of course, it is $5 per question. Yes, I am doing very well. Today was actually a very good day for me. Alrighty, Lucky. Well, thank you so much for your donation. Yes, I just received it. Thank you so much. So, first, Lucky, let's start off with your first name. I don't need your full name, okay? Just your first name and your zodiac sign. Can you give me your first name and your zodiac sign? My name is Mel and I'm a Pisces. Thank you so much, Mel, Pisces. Now tell me, what is your question for me today? What is your question? All right. So you said, I'd like to ask about the feelings or the potential future of the connection between Noah and I. Okay. So, Mel, can you let me know what is Noah's zodiac sign? All right. He's an Aries. Well, technically, water and fire don't necessarily mix well. But one thing that I can say about Pisces is that Pisces can do really well in relationships. So one card flew out, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So we've been having a hard time starting things up with a person right here. So you have Sagittarius Moon, you have your Mars, Pluto, and Aries Venus. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and see. Yes, it seems like this relationship has headed towards or is headed towards a dead end. It's plateaued a little bit. Okay. So the cards that I'm pulling out for you. So I already told you about the card that flew out while I was shuffling for you. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The card in the bottom of the deck. Six of Pentacles. Interesting. And then for your reading, we have Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Emperor. The Empress in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. The Moon in reverse. Knight of Wands, Three of Swords in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, and the Sun in reverse. So, for some context, he's someone that wanted to move too fast with commitment, and I wasn't sure about him. I rejected and ghosted him, and I've been on and off out of fear. I apologize, but he hasn't replied. Okay, well, this is what the cards are telling me right here. Yes, so I'm saying something that didn't pick up, like I told you, something that didn't pick up, something that didn't stabilize, something that didn't become formal, or something that didn't have that didn't build a foundation. And it was all about 50-50, two people collaborating here. That was the whole idea here. It was about collaborating. This was about collaborating. And for some reason, that didn't happen. And this ended in the beginning stages of this potential, this what could have been a potential relationship. And your thoughts with the Emperor, you view him as someone who, again, someone who, where there could have been a match once before, but you view him as the Emperor. You view him as the archetype of the Emperor, someone who's mature, someone who's established, someone who is looking to build on their family and their legacy. But as far as your emotions with the Lovers in reverse, you kind of just feel like this isn't going to go anywhere. You feel like this is over. Although you see him in a positive light, you feel like this is over. And with the Knight of Wands, you're feeling a little hasty. You're feeling a little hasty, Pisces. But at the same time, you don't know what to do about that. You don't know what to do about the situation. You want to do something. You want to do something about this whole thing, but you don't know what to do. So right now, there is no action from you right now. As far as for him, though, he's got the Empress in reverse in his thoughts. So this is how he views you. Don't you think it's so interesting how you've got the Empress? I'm sorry, that you have got the Emperor in your thoughts as far as your thoughts about him, and then he got the Empress as far as his thoughts about you. Again, this talks about how both of you guys at least acknowledged that this could have been a you know good potential relationship, regardless of there was attraction or a bit of confusion or indecision or not. There was at least some acknowledgement from both parties that this could have been something long term, something stable. And he finds you to be someone who is insecure. He finds you to be someone who probably either one has a low libido. He either views you as someone who has a low libido, or he views you as someone who has an uncontrollable libido. Okay, maybe in other words, promiscuous. So he might view you as someone who's promiscuous. He might also view you with this card. And again, this doesn't mean that this is true. Sometimes people just have certain opinions about us that aren't necessarily true. Okay, so he views you as someone who's insecure, someone who either has an unhealthy libido, whether that means a low libido, a low sex drive, or someone who has an uncontrollable libido, a high libido, a promiscuous person, right? But at the same time, he does see you as someone who just opened up, so he doesn't think you are lying. I think he's taking whatever you said, your apology at face value. I think he believes you, and he's viewing you as someone who is opening up. So he acknowledges that. But the thing is that he's going to choose to hold on to his resentments. He's going to choose to hold on to those resentments because he himself has insecurities as well. Okay? You just couldn't find him attractive. Right, right, right. Well, then what was the point of apologizing? Were you thinking about giving it a try despite the fact that um you're not attracted to him, or you just wanted to apologize because you feel bad? I mean, there's no wrong answer. I just want to know. Pretty much what? Well, it didn't say anything about it being over. This was just telling me about currently their thoughts and feelings about you, where you, as far as for you as well, your thoughts and feelings for them. If you want a future reading, of course, that would be an additional $5, but that's totally up to you if you want to do that. Remember, it's $5 per question, right? So we saw right now thoughts and feelings, current thoughts and feelings for each other. That was a question, a relationship spread. That's I call those a relationship spread. But if you want a future reading, we can do that for you. We can do that right now if you want. We just have to send an additional 5. If not, it's totally up to you. All right. Well, thank you so much for that donation. I just received it. Thank you so much. All righty. So let's go ahead and see what your cards have to say for that question. All right. Well, how I'm trying to see how I'm gonna word this. I'm gonna see if this is over for good, there or for some reason we see an opportunity for a window of opportunity for you guys to reconcile, okay? Or for some reason I see you guys coming back together, but nothing happens. So I'm gonna see what the future looks like, you know. So I'm gonna see what happens for you guys. All righty, so let's see what we have in the bottom. Page of Cups in reverse. That is the Pisces card. We have 3 of Cups in reverse. That's another Pisces card. well, water sign card, which you are a water sign. Three of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, the Hermit reverse, Five of Pentacles reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. So right now I don't see commitment, but I don't think that this cycle, this experience is over between you two. So I do think that this is going to resume. It's going to resume later. The only thing is that first I see no cooperation. Then I see this messing with your sense of peace, messing with your emotions. So you're feeling emotional, feeling wishy washy, feeling left out in the cold, almost like the one that got away because he won't commit. And the cards are also telling me right here that I feel like by the time that he does show back up, you might feel a bit disillusioned by him. So, yes. And yeah, the cards are reiterating the fact that his primary reason would be at first because I think he's going to take his time because of his resentment. Because of his resentment. And I think he needs to heal the sacred feminine inside of him. I see that he needs to he needs to heal the feminine. He's got healthy masculine here, but he now needs to heal the sacred feminine. He is insecure. He doesn't feel very attractive. He is unhealthy in the feminine. I do see that for him. Um, yeah, like I won't have any feelings for him anymore when he comes back. More like well, the cards are just telling me that you're gonna feel disillusioned. Whereas, at first you're gonna feel hopeful and fantasizing over the future. How would that look like? What would you do? How would that scenario look like? To then being like, I don't really care if he does come back. And if he does, I guess, whatever. So, but yes, I don't think that this is over between you two. Do I think this person will show back up in 2026? Yes. Yes, I do. So I do think that this person will show back up, Noah. He will show back up into your life in 2026. Do you have any other questions for me, Mel? They don't have to be about Noah. It could be anything else. All right, Noah. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget to like the live stream, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram. I do always post updates right there. And I have to see you again next time. You'll see me tomorrow again. Bye. Don't ever feel bad. Sometimes people make us feel bad simply because, they're out of our league or, like sometimes people make us feel bad for not being interested when it's like, bro, like I don't even owe you anything. You don't owe anything to that person. Simply because he was nice doesn't mean you owe him a relationship. Just because he was sweet or brought you flowers one day or declared his love for you, like doesn't mean you owe him anything. Mel. That's something that people have a misconception. And sometimes people have this way of making us feel guilty for not feeling the same way for another person. Mel, I don't want you to feel guilty for not finding this person attractive and for not feeling the same way. You should not feel guilty about that, okay? Even if right now, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you're struggling with your love life and you're just like, damn, like maybe that could have been a good relationship. You'll get over that. Okay, you'll get over that. Maybe right now you're not doing well. I don't know. I don't know. But if that's where you are right now, like it's irrelevant. That doesn't mean you'd have to settle, if you weren't attracted to this person. And I think it would have been worse being stuck with someone that you're not attracted to. The person is gonna know. The other person is gonna know. um, lucky. The other person is gonna know when you're not attracted to them, and I'm saying that from experience, you know, like, when the person that you're with, um, like, when there's no attraction, that person is gonna know you're not attracted to them, and that feels a lot worse, honestly. That feels a lot worse. Anyway, Lucky, well, thank you so much for your reading, okay? Hi there, Taco Fillings. I was waiting for you to come back yesterday. Estoy bebiendo muy fuerte. I can see that, okay? Well, I'm just telling you that from experience because I had a huge karmic relationship growing up, that was, like, over a decade long, and it didn't even have to take that long. That karmic relationship didn't have to take that long, but it was just the fact that I couldn't get over my guilt over not feeling attracted to this person, and yeah, this person was smart, intelligent, he has a great job right now, and don't get me wrong, he was actually not ugly from the face. I just didn't find him attractive. I didn't find him funny either. Um, I didn't think he was really my type, and I thought he was conceited. And he tried everything to try to impress me, my family. He even tried to get like his mother to become besties with my mother, like big mama's boy. And I'm saying from experience, I went through something like that, and I'm telling you, like, I don't get me wrong, he had the perfect smile, beautiful straight white teeth. He had a nice face, he had nice hair, he was tall, um, you know? As a matter of fact, he was pretty gentlemanlike as well. I just thought he was a little conceited, and, he was really good with school. I do remember because we were in school during that time, and, we were attending the same school at the time, and well, when we first met, yes, and then eventually we went to separate schools, um, and then we went to the same schools and we graduated together, but, I mean, I'm just saying from experience, Lucky, like, uh, don't feel guilty. I feel like that karmic relationship lasted a lot longer than it should. It was simply because I couldn't find myself to not feel guilty, and I finally had to come around to then tell myself, "Hey, all I did was not like this person back. All I did was not feel the same way. What was I supposed to do? Force myself? Settle? Simply because no one else currently seems to be good enough? No, okay? Yo siempre regreso. You can see that by my Spanglish, right? Mucho respeto y mucho amor. Cualquier hombre intentará encantarte. Encantarte. I have no idea what you meant to say on that last one. I'm assuming you were trying to say any guy would try to get at you or any guy would try to pursue you or woo you. I'm assuming that was what you were trying to say, but your translation, that's not what you said. So and then, of course, "Tú es muy atractiva." I'm guessing you were trying to say that I'm very attractive, but that's not what you said either. You said you would say, "Eres muy bonita," right? "Eres muy bonita," and then right here, I would have said, "Cualquier hombre hubiera querido que tú fueras su novia," right? Which that would have said any guy would have wanted you to be their girlfriend. Yes, Lucky, there is there's no limit to any questions, okay? I mean, Taco here, as a matter of fact, Taco here that's here on the live stream with us talking, hi, Taco, and hi, Lucky. Um, he asks lots of questions. There are times where he'll submit, like, an invoice for, like, 20 questions, 10 questions, 8 questions, just multiply it by 5, right? And then that's the total amount. So there is no limit here. No, no, no limit here. Well, thank you so much. I guess I was just fortunate enough to grow up with parents that were immigrants who spoke fluent Spanish. So I had to practice. The thing about Spanish is that you have to practice it. If you don't practice it, you're not going to get it. But, well, that goes with any language, right? And playing an instrument, right? Is there anything that you can see that triggers his intentions? I'm sorry. Um, I don't know what you mean by your question. Can you reword it or rephrase it? I'm not sure what you mean by your question. I'm a little confused. Could be the pen. Could be the pen. But um, what do you mean by your question? Sorry, I'm a little confused. What would make Noah try and come back around to me? Oh, okay. What would trigger that? Okay. Okay. Because in the prediction you mentioned that he'd try to reconnect. Is there something that triggers it or why? Okay, let's see. What is it that will happen or what exactly triggers that moment or what exactly will make that happen? Let's see. Any thoughts that would trigger those moments? That would trigger him coming back? No, not necessarily. I think it's more of the fact that, you confessed. I think it's the fact that you confessed and or I'm sorry, not confessed, but that you opened up and you apologized. I think it was really, that. I think it was really that. Anything else? Anything else? I think it's gonna be because you're gonna keep yourself busy and you're not gonna chase him anymore. You're not gonna make any effort to say anything. You're gonna keep yourself busy. I do see that you're also gonna be focusing on your spiritual journey. So keep working on your chakras. Keep yourself focused into your spiritual journey and your finances here, Lucky. Anything else? Nope, that is it. That is it. Just really those 2 situations. I think it's really just the fact that you confessed and, not confessed, but that you opened up about apologizing and all of that, and also, like I said, because you're gonna keep yourself busy, you're not gonna chase him and, try to pursue him or try to talk to him again after that. Okay, and you're gonna keep it that way. You're gonna keep it that way. I haven't chased him at all, just took accountability for my actions. Been working and traveling, but I do think about him. Well, Well, like I said, if this is a situation where, you just feel guilty because you're not sure if that was a missed opportunity or not, just remember, was there attraction? No. Then you didn't miss out on anything, okay? You didn't miss out on anything. There's no point on settling, okay? You're welcome, Lucky. And of course, if you don't have any more questions, but you want to stick around and chat, you are more than welcome to, okay? But if you have any more questions coming up later, then you can. You are more than welcome. All righty, Taka. Well, thank you so much for your donation. How are you doing today, Taka? I am out for drinks in Mahi with or in my hometown. That's amazing. That sounds awesome. Where is Mahi? Is that in Colombia? I'm about to Google that right now. I'm gonna see where Mahi is. Oh, Mahi, Mahi. Pretty. Whew. I am for drinks in Mahi in my hometown. Oh, I see. So, okay, you were doing speech to text. Okay, okay. I guess it wasn't working. Okay. Mahi is a fish that you guys eat in Florida. I see. Con unas papas molditas. Qué bonito, qué bonito. I'm looking I'm booking that private soon. Well, I hope so. I just fixed my website, and as a matter of fact, I also launched some jewelry. If you guys are interested in checking that jewelry out, I will show you. I will show you. How about we do that now? I'm like, how about we do that now? Let's see, share screen. There you go. So there is my first bracelet right here. My beaded evil eye bracelet on my Etsy shop. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Made with abalone shell, brass, and glass. And then, of course, with a beautiful toggle and clasp and a mermaid fin dangle charm at the end. Only yours at $19.99. And then, of course, there is another one, a red evil eye beaded bracelet. Those are the shops I follow. There you go. And here's my red evil eye bracelet, also made with abalone shell, glass, and brass beads with a toggle and clasp and a mermaid charm at the end. Looks great, even if you want to wear high fashion. Look at that. Beautiful. Spanish is so perfect. Yes, I was thinking about that today. I was like, Spanish is so perfect. Spanish sounds so amazing, especially when you speak it so well. It just sounds so great. I switched from tequila to vodka. Should be the other way around, from vodka to tequila and stay there. The USA sucks. Yes, yes, it does. How does it feel coming back with? I'm sure things have changed from the time you left and you came back. Going back to Colombia April 10th. Okay, okay. Nice, hermosas joyas. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Been trying really hard with, taking pictures of my jewelry and all of that. Necesito plata. You mean like silver, like sterling silver? I do have some sterling silver stuff. I do have a sterling silver bracelet that I will be posting soon with blue tiger's eye and black pearls. So sterling silver, blue tiger's eye, and black pearls. If you're interested in that. Okay, you have sensitive skin. Okay, okay. So I'm guessing you want plata. Okay, okay. You could just say, instead of saying necesito plata, you can say solamente plata, meaning like only only sterling silver. Right, 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 right. Yeah, so I do have that bracelet, which I will be posting soon. What else do I have that is sterling silver? I believe that is it so far. Um, but I will be making more. Stay tuned for that. Yes, black pearls. Real, genuine black freshwater pearls. It's kind of like a chameleon, like think about it like a chameleon. So whenever like you move it around or you look at the pearl from different angles, you'll see like a little bit of like green or purple reflecting on it. So it's kind of like a black iridescent chameleon thing. Not too much. It's just like a little bit. All right, Taco. So what is your first question for me today? Okay, so that's your question. You want to know if you're going to arrive before April 20th to Colombia? Is that your question? Okay, if I wanted to say that in Spanish, I would, if I was, if I were to want to ask that question in Spanish, I would say, ¿Voy a llegar a Colombia antes del 20 de abril? ¿Sí o no? Right? ¿Voy a llegar a Colombia antes de 20, del 20 de abril? ¿Sí o no? Right? Which that basically means, or that directly translates to, will I arrive to Colombia before April 20th? Yes or no? Right? So, voy a llegar a Colombia antes del 20 de abril, ¿sí o no? Right? Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say for you in this question. Let's see if you will be in Colombia before April 20th. Anytime April 20th and before. Oh. 22 más preguntas. Right. Well, if we have 22 other questions, you are more than welcome to donate for 22 other questions. You are more than welcome. Okay. You are lucky I drink a Starbucks coffee right before this live stream, sir. It's just a matter of time for it to kick in. All right. So, um, let's see. Hmm. All right, so you do have right here in the bottom 8 of Wands in reverse, and we have 5 of Wands in reverse, King of Wands, 7 of Wands in reverse, 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups in reverse, and we do have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. The cards are telling me right here, will you be in Colombia before April 20th? No, I don't think so. But this is more of just a matter of making it happen or not. And I think you're just going to choose not to. You're not going to take that action into coming back. But I do see problems with communication still. I'm still seeing relationship problems as well. I'm seeing a problem with immaturity and also somebody here who is being emotional and not having control over their feelings. Both parties here in this relationship um, are kind of doing this whole pretense thing. Oh, I'm doing fine, or I'm doing so much better, in the background while you're not around, kind of deal, um, rather than fixing the issue. Or at least one person is doing that, or will be doing that. I'm seeing conflict, fights, People holding on to their truth and wanting to prove their point and, hold on to their truth here. What do you mean by perezoso? What do you mean by that? Yeah, but I don't know what perezoso means. Whew. Lazy minded. Okay, okay, okay. And what is your next question for me? What is your next question for me, Taco? You mean from now all the way to June 22nd, or you mean just on the day of June 22nd? Oh my goodness, I totally forgot that I was still on mute. Okay, so the cards that we have for you in the bottom of the deck as the overall theme, we do have right here the Seven of Wands in reverse. And then for your spread, we have Four of Wands, Ten of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man in reverse, Temperance, Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, and we end the reading with the Five of Swords. Look, you're going to be looking for peace. You're going to be looking for healing and even your own personal healing as well. You're going to be thinking about the relationship, the togetherness, and I think the both of you will. But the thing is that I feel like the challenge is overcoming these obstacles, overcoming these bumps. Because we are seeing cooperation, but the question is, are we going to give it a second chance when this person does try? Because I do see that there's an opportunity for this to become something more. For this to become family. And I know you guys mentioned that you guys don't want children, but there could be someone in the family that could have children as well. I don't know if it could be like a sister or a brother of yours, or maybe a brother or a sister of hers that might have a child. I'm seeing family getting bigger. And I'm seeing family becoming a thing. And I just that just kind of also triggered what I've told you before in a previous reading, that she is your family. She sees you like family as well. You fear that you might just be crying over spilt milk. You fear that you might be making a big deal over nothing and that this might not even be worth it. But yes, there will be fights. There will be times where you guys will still not agree on things. And it will be because someone here will be justifying their actions. And I do feel like you're going to come to a point where you're going to be like, I'm over this. I'm over this. I'm done with this. Because you're telling yourself, is this the time where I overcome this veil? Is this a time where I will finally lift the veil from the eyes and see the situation for what it really is? Take off these rose-colored glasses and actually see and accept the reality for what things are? Okay, her sister, su hermana de ella está embarazada ahorita. I would say that. La hermana de ella está embarazada ahorita. Okay, la hermana de ella está embarazada ahorita. Okay. And what is your next question? And what is your next question for me, Taco? All right, so we have in the bottom of the deck the Lovers, and then for your reading, Eight of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles, and we end the reading with Justice and reverse. Do I think you're going to be in Colombia before May? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And you're going to find the whole situation unfair. The whole situation unfair. And it is going to be regarding the relationship, yes. The thing is that there's this feeling that if you were to go back to Colombia by yourself, there's going to be this feeling that Sabrina's going to have where she's going to feel like, oh, you're not cooperating, you're not doing your part. And you're worried about her feeling that way. I don't know if it's just, it triggers you not trusting her whenever she feels that way about the relationship. Mm. What are your thoughts? My thoughts were that exactly what I said today about being unfair. Right, right, right. Okay. Why do you think it's unfair? Why do you think the dynamic between you and your partner is unfair? Tell me. I think yes, but I think it's more in the sense of where you guys are just going to like delay things. I think I feel like it's going to be more in the sense of you guys are going to delay things just in case something happens. You know? That's what I feel. So I feel like yes, it will be partly the reason too, but why there might be a delay to Colombia, why there will be a delay to Colombia, and I feel like it's going to be this whole like one just in case kind of thing. Okay? Because all the effort, resources, hard work, and authenticity is coming from only me. Alrighty, Taco, what is your next question for me? I think I know what you're trying to say. Yes, it would be question number 4, and you would have 9 left. Okay, no worries. No worries, no worries. Well, we're on question number 4, and from what you donated so far, you have 9 questions left, and then when you donate the $22 more, then that will be an extra 4 questions, right? So what is your next question? What is question number 4? ¿Dónde está Jack? Jack of all trades, let me find a baby. He's right here. Always, always, always messing with the green screen. So I'm grabbing him from hiding behind the green screen because he loves hiding right there. Look at the baby. He was taking a nap back there. Oh, baby, you're feeling tired? Oh. You just love it when mama hugs you, when mama kisses you. Mm, mm. Or you're like, no, I actually just want to go to sleep, lady. Thank you for waking me up. Mm. Oh, but baby, you're so cute. And you smell so good because mama took you a shower this morning. Mm. Here's my Jackie, Jackie, Jackie boo. My gentle baby. Mm. And what is your next question for me? Alrighty, so sorry about that. I was over here fixing something. So you wanted to know what month am I likely to return to Colombia? So we don't see it happening in April. We do not see it happening in May. Let's see. What about June? Yes, I do think it's going to happen in June. As a matter of fact, I don't see you going alone back to Colombia as well. So yes, I would say June. Any other questions for me, Taco? Alrighty, I will go ahead and let you go. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, I will see you for that private. Take care, blessed be. Don't forget to like the live stream, and I hope to see you tomorrow as well. As well as you booking your private. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I am feeling very tired and I do need to be up early tomorrow. See you tomorrow.